I don't know if I stated this in the context of the video. This is the perspective of a layperson, a buyer, an end user, not the perspective of the designer, the manufacturer, anything like that. So I'm not going to give you any specs. I'm just giving you what I know, what I've experienced. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Hello, it's me, Shauna Skates, and I am back with a major unboxing. Today we're going to be unboxing the entire, not the entire, but the main Moxie lineup. All of it. So, one of them will be left out, and that's going to be the Rainbow Rider. That's their latest edition. And I just don't have any interest in that skate at all, so I didn't feel the need to get one or give any type of acknowledgement to it. All right, so what I'm going to do is, I feel like the best way to handle this is go from like entry level to intermediate to, you know, the big girl skates, or big boy skates. I don't want to make it a gender thing. So this is why you shouldn't have a phone anywhere near you, because that was just a major distraction. Before we go too far, I do want you to stay to the end or skip to the end, because I want to tell you something about Moxie sizing that might be useful to you. And if I tell you like in between, I think it'll detract from what I'm saying about each skate individually. But I do want to share that with you because it's something that I learned from having each one. All right, so we'll start out with the first one, which is an entry-level skate, air quotes, and that is the Moxie Beach Bunny. So this is the Moxie Beach Bunny in Strawberry Lemonade. It has the roll collar with the lining of all the things that Estrogen Michelle styling. I believe I'm saying that correctly. All the things that she loves. It's really pretty. It looks like something made by Lisa Frank. This is a vinyl boot. It comes with a toe cap. It has these nice, pretty, silky laces, a marble plate, which is an aluminum plate, these gummy, sparkly, glittery 57 millimeter 78A durometer wheels with the print of her bunny and a couple flowers and the Moxie Roller Skates Beach Bunny name on it. This is the cool skate. It has nice thick foam tongue. They say that these are the entry level skates for people who don't want to spend a lot of money and you just want to get skated. So these are all their skates are made by Rydell, right? Rydell is the standard in American made skates. pretty much have the same shape as any other Rydell shape. It's just the color, I guess, that sets it apart, and the fun and cuteness about it that really sets it apart. The bushings are pretty hard. I don't know what the durometer is on these, but they're gray.
You can and should change these to something softer.
And they have the adjustable toe stops. And so this will be considered your entry-level skate. And note that I say consider your entry-level skate. All right, so on to the next entry-level skate. For those who are a little more adventurous and wild. I don't know, because I'm definitely a person that likes a good animal print. You have the jungle skate. I believe it used to be called the Jungle Ivy before it received the rolled collar. But now with the rolled collar, it's the Jungle Leopard print. And so these skates, I think at one point they may have come with an orange wheel. Now they come with this beautiful pink wheel, and they have the pink lining inside that makes for the roll collar, and black laces. All the Moxie skates, I believe, I have to double check, come with a little keychain, and that's a cute little added touch. Once again, the marble plate, the adjustable toe stop. It comes with the toe caps and a crab tooth. So this is pretty much the Beach Bunny, but with a leopard print. The interesting thing about this leopard print is if you have the leopard print laces, which I do, it matches like exactly. Matter of fact, let's go grab that real quick so you can see this. So this matches up pretty good, like almost camouflage and not tell. I almost wonder how these would look. I think they might actually look kind of cool. That is kind of cool. I may end up using these, even though I'm trying to use them for something else. I may end up using them on these skates because I think it just takes it to a different kind of weird place, and I want them to be there because I feel like something's missing. I don't know what it is. Something's missing. But these are nice sturdy hooks for your laces. They have the eyelets on them. Once again, this is considered your entry-level skate. I don't know. And that's only because the price point is low and it's a vegan skate. And I don't know. I have a little bit of opinion about it being an entry-level skate. We'll talk about that later. All right, next up is going to be the Panther. The Panther is actually the first Moxie skate that I ever purchased. And when I bought it, skating was becoming a fad. I've never been a person who is big into fads. I've never been comfortable. You know, that's just not who I am. But the Panther skate was just so attractive to me that I just had to get a pair. So I bought a pair, then I ended up selling them off because it was like I just felt dirty. I just felt dirty. So I sold them off, but they just kept calling my name. So I bought another pair. The problem was the second pair that I bought, at that point, they stopped coming with toe caps. They used to come with toe caps. The Panther skate stopped coming with toe caps. Now, my Panther skate has been customized with post wheels. They come with the clear glitter wheels. I have them. I'll grab those for you. The glitter wheels, which are really pretty. But I just feel like after the first go, they're not going to be pretty. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them. So I put the purple post wheels on it. I colored my laces with a Sharpie. I colored my old collar with a Sharpie. And I think this is one of the most beautiful skates. I love this skate. And I put, since they didn't come with the toe cap anymore, I put the Sure Grip moldable toe cap on it. And I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Once again, you have the marble plate, the gray bushings, and the adjustable toe stop. But it has this suede upper. It feels to me, you know, I'm not the professional. I don't know all the ins and outs about these skates, but these feel a lot like, to me, this with suede on top. The stiffness feels the exact same way. They have the same tongue. It just feels similar padding inside. Actually, the might even be. This is what it feels like. It feels like the one I'm getting ready to show you, and the bunny had a baby, and it was the Panther. So this is the Panther skate. This was my first Moxie skate. I think it's a beautiful skate. Like I said, I changed it, so if you can see, I didn't color it all the way through, but that's the lining for that skate. Next up, we have my baby boos. Right now, these are my baby boos. These are the lollies. So the lollies are the jam. They are the ones that people want so bad. And, you know, these were the ones that made me feel like, oh.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink lollies.
My camera dropped, or I cut it off or whatever. And so it's another day, and it's another day. So I think we left off talking about the lollies. The lollies are the most popular Moxie skate. I think I'm safe in saying that the lollies are the most popular Moxie skate. So they typically come with nylon plates. Mine have aluminum Avanti plates on them. And I thought this was considerably heavier. I don't know. I don't know if I could really say that, because yesterday I went to Derby City Skates in North Carolina and tried on the black pair lollies. I thought, something about this black pair. I mean, all black. The black nylon plate, the smoke wheels, the black suede. They just look so good to me. So I was like, I want those. Went there, and they just look kind of ashy. The suede was kind of an ashy black. I actually compared it to the Panther, and the Panther's suede is much deeper, darker black. So I voted against the black lollies. But what I noticed that they were considerably heavy. Now that I have this in my hand, I guess this has to be heavier, but they were heavy too. And when I skate in these, the weight of them is not noticeable at all. And so these are the lollies. These really don't have much cushion. If they do, it's like a very, very super thin layer of cushion. So essentially, they're just a suede boot with the heel. These came with energy wheels. And like I said, I ordered them with the Avanti plate. They have the adjustable toe strap, but that's just a function of the plate that you have. So, but the nylon plate also has an adjustable toe stop. So these are the ones that people say there's no break-in time. You put them on, they're super comfortable right out the gate. I wouldn't say that. I think they are comfortable. They will fit well, but I do think it's a little bit of a break-in time. Like, I don't know, maybe possibly it's just for me. But I guess because I wasn't used to wearing a suede skate, that I feel like it wasn't all me the first time I put it on. So, because they do have some type of structure to them. The toe box is pretty stiff. Like, this is really hard. It's not going anywhere. And possibly, because I have pushed these in. If you put enough force in them, it'll push it in. But I don't really think that's what you want. So it's hardness through the toe. There's some structure. You probably couldn't even see it along these lines. And of course, the ankles don't have too much structure. But with that said, I won't say that there's no structure in the ankles, because there is. Once you lace them up, it will provide your ankle with some support. So that's the lolly. Last up is the jackfruit. So this is the one. The jackfruit. This jade color is so pretty, and I just can't get it to show the way that it looks in real life, and I'm sorry for that. But if you ever have the pleasure of getting a pair in this color, you'll be like, yo, this color is so pretty. So the jack boot is ordered as a boot, whereas the lolly, it typically comes as a set. These particular pair were custom made from Roller Skate Nation, but that was just a newfangled thing that came out maybe a month or, I don't know. I found it about a month or so ago. But the jack boot typically comes just as a boot, and whoever is offering them may offer them with different options for the plate and the wheels and things. So I opted for the Untitled plate once again. I'm just trying to stick with one plate and go with that. They also typically, I think the most popular plate that they come with would be the Reactor Plate. The Reactor Plate is more streamlined looking. It weighs less, but it only weighs like 3 ounces less. So I don't think that would be a deciding factor as to whether you get it. It's probably more of the look if somebody picks that, because 3 ounces, I don't think it's really that noticeable. But once again, it's a suede boot. It has a lot of cushion, very padded and very cushiony on the inside. This particular one has the leopard lining and the little thin white laces. I've heard some people complain about the laces. I feel like they come with these particular laces because it makes the lace stabilizer work better, because it's easy to hook around with them being this thin. They're kind of elastic. You can see you can stretch the laces. So it has these hooks. The hooks are pretty sturdy. So the hooks on the lollies are much more pliable than the hooks even on the Panther or on the Jungle or on the Beach Bun. I guess it's just a more forgiving boot all the way around. But these aren't going anywhere. And it has the shearling tongue, which is nice and soft. For whatever reason, it just doesn't feel as thick as I thought it would, but it's nice. What surprises me most about this particular skate is, what's going on here? What surprises me most about this skate is the insole. It leaves me speechless almost. The insole, look how pretty the color is, and it looks nice, and it's a material. So the insole for this one is just a hardened piece of felt. So the lollies, I don't know if this is a new thing, because I remember the Barbie ones had this hardened piece of felt, stiffened, I'll put stiffened, piece of felt also. The Panthers have this. It's decent. A little cushion to it, right? And I believe these two have the same one that the Panthers have. So let's get on to what's so surprising about this one. Let me get it out without breaking it. Yes, I said breaking it, because this is straight foam. Yeah, come on. I want you to see. This is foam. Like the foam that little popcorn that you put into boxes is made out of. It's that kind of foam. You see how thin it is? So I'm really surprised with this. I guess the thought is that you need to switch it out, but no, I don't want to need to switch it out. I don't. And if anybody knows anything about this boot, you know why. I don't feel like I should have to switch out my insole. So that's the only thing that I can really complain about with this boot. I like that leopard interior. They had the ones that I think they used to come with this, or they still do if that's what you want. But I like this. So on to that last point, and I don't know if I've mentioned this in the other video that I'm going to piece this with. But these are 7s. These are 7s. This is a 7. These fit great. I can't wear these at all. These are both 8s. And they have room in them, but I can't go for the 7. So with all that said, I hope that I wrapped it up in my other videos. So I'll cut to that, but I just wanted to get back to making sure that I cover everything that I had to say about these. These are the 5 Moxie skates. The reason why I hesitate to say that these are beginner skates is because of all of these skates. These are the most uncomfortable for me. I don't know about for other people, but I think a general consensus has said that these are the most uncomfortable because they're the least forgiving. They're made out of vinyl. I wanted to just say plastic, but they're the least forgiving. So they're not going to break in the same way a suede or leather boot would break in. So I don't know if I would say these are good beginner skates, because you will want a beginner to be comfortable, because if they're not comfortable, I think that would deter them from wanting to continue on with skating. They are the cheaper models, but I think the level of comfort and pleasure you have while you're trying this out really lends itself to continuing on with skating or the sport. So I don't know if I would consider these beginner skates. I probably would consider them more intermediate or even not professional, but advanced skater skates, because they're used to and they know what they're looking for. Advanced skaters and intermediate skaters are used to skates. They know what they're looking for. They know the size. They know the fit that they're looking for. So I probably would say, and they could get away with just making the adjustments in the cushions and the wheels. I probably would say that, but because they're cheap, they're considered beginner skates. So, long story short, I would take these off the table. I like these kind of for the style, and I just am partial to leopard print, and they're growing on me. And I feel like with that lace, I don't know what I did with it that they might really, really grow on me just because it looks so weird and camouflagey. And long story short is, if I had a recommendation, I would say just pick one of these 3. Now this will offer you ankle support. This doesn't not offer you ankle support. Like, I think they don't get enough credit. Or maybe I have strong ankles. This, just because, you can bend this over doesn't mean there is no ankle support in here. There is. And I think that the ankle support in this one is probably overstated because they are pliable too. Like, they're padded. They feel like lollies with padding. Remember I said these didn't have padding? Well, these do have padding. And quite a bit of it. But they feel like just lollies with padding. Now, this will be the most ankle supportive boot, but this is, to me, I don't know. Essentially, or would we just give it the squeeze test? These with suede covering them. So, if ankle support is important to you, super duper important to you, go with the Panthers. If comfort is important to you and a little bit of ankle support, go with the Jacks. If just feeling fancy free and getting in there, I go with the Lollies. So I hope that helps. If it doesn't help, just give me a thumbs down and don't subscribe to my channel and leave me a negative comment. And I'll see you in my next video. Keep having fun.